Hello, Julia here. I wanted to talk about my final products for my project for A-level media studies. So, first thing I'd like to say is overall I'm really happy with how my products came out. I think it's very cohesive with all the images and stuff I've used. At least it all pretty much looks the same. Like everything ties in with each other. And I'm really happy about that. I first worked on my music video, and then after that I did the website and the digipack at around the same time. Like I worked on them both consecutively. So I wanted it to match up at least with the music video as much as I could. I didn't want to work the other way around. So in the beginning I had a whole idea of using so much layering and just really like recording them hanging out, because that's the whole idea that I got from looking at all the different music videos for this genre. When I sat down with the band the first time I met with them, all we really did was I captured all, like I wrote down all the different bands that they like and like their goals and stuff, so I could really get a feel for what they enjoyed the most out of what they do and capture their vibes and really what they want from the music videos and stuff too, so I could get their personal like vibes and like thoughts and stuff and really capture that into what I was doing. So in the beginning of the year when I found out about my project, I reached out to them way before it began, like the project began, and I'm really happy that I did that because I found out that a lot of other people in the class tried to work with them as well, but since I was kind of like ahead in a sense to ask, I was able to work with them, so I'm really happy that I did that because my project would have came out so different. The boys that I worked with were so nice, so easy to talk to. There was no complications with them. Like whenever I needed something, they were always so helpful. Like for example, there was like a line in their song I could not hear what it was saying. Like every second they answered me back. Like whenever I needed to work with them, they're like, "Oh yeah, like every Wednesday at practice, you're always welcome to come." Like I thought that I was gonna be really feel shy and like out of place getting in their faces for like pictures and stuff, but they were so cool and friendly about it, so that really made my project a lot easier. I know that it could have been completely different. They could have been so unreliable, but I'm so thankful that they were so easy to work with and stuff. It really put a lot of less pressure on me because I thought that I was going to feel annoying constantly having to text them like, "Oh, can I come here to take pictures and videos and this and that," all that good stuff, but they were so easy to work with. I'm really like that group of guys is really great, and I think that I was able to capture that in a lot of my work that I did, how they can like they're fun and can play around with each other and stuff. So my products use like the conventional stuff for alternative genre. I was looking up all the different videos and stuff. Like my biggest inspiration, as I wrote in earlier posts and spoke in earlier posts, was Sticky Fingers, their music video for Freddie Krabs. That was a really big inspiration of mine. In this genre, the art direction is very weird. It's just very different, in my opinion. And so that was something that I definitely wanted to capture, at least in my music video, because clearly I wanted to go do all the conventional things for my genre. So with that being said, it kind of my music video it was supposed to be completely different. At first, it was originally supposed to have different layering and them just hanging out like and overlapping each other, all the images like throughout the whole thing, and them playing in different places and stuff. But when I met with them, like I don't even know how long ago it was, the last time I met with them, my whole project ended up doing a complete flip. With that being said, I went from wanting to do like all the layering stuff, which I still used all the layering because I really enjoyed using that. Like, I thought it, like, made everything flow well and stuff, and I thought it looked cool. But I ended up changing it because I got the greatest shots of the band working together at Adrian's house. And so once I got those shots, like, I wasn't intending on taking so many videos. I thought I was just going to take a couple pictures and be done, and, like, shots of them eating so I can, like, layer them and look like they're, like, fun, like I said. The bands all look like they have really great relationships in all the videos and stuff that I've taken, or, sorry, not that I've taken, videos of bands, like, the real bands in that they liked, like Skeggs, Sticky Fingers, Fiddler, like all that stuff. They all look like they have really great relationships, so I wanted to capture that. So I brought over pizza as like a prop, and we were supposed to just get shots of them eating and hanging out, but then it took a completely different spin, as you can see in my music video. I ended up getting great different like shots of them and like their background. Everything just ended up working out great, and totally not on purpose, but it ended up working out well. So I used the layering on top of the different videos, so it kind of like in different parts, if you can see, I would take, like, for example, a video of Adrian like hitting Pedro with the pizza. I would like put in different images of them like playing together, like with their music, so it was kind of like a daze type of thing. Like, I tried to like make it weird like that in a sense, or like when you saw their eyes, like flashbacks. Like, I tried to incorporate different weird things that I've seen in other videos that looked cool. And with that being said, all those like flashback images and stuff that I added in when at one of their like live gigs are from that live gig. I used those different images and stuff onto the website and the digipack, so it was like cohesive. So that was really good. I really liked how I did that. I thought it like really made things like come together more. And originally I was supposed to use the doodles on the page, all the graphics, but that didn't end up working out because everything was really pixelated. When I tried to put it onto the website and stuff, it didn't really come out like as good as I intended. So originally I liked that idea a lot, but it just didn't end up working out. But I guess it's for the better because I ended up doing my piece completely different anyway, so I guess things always end up working out in that way. And online, I used Wix for the first time to create my website, and I really enjoyed Wix. It was really easy to use. I didn't have any really complications. It was very simple, and I was able to move around very easily. I thought I was going to have the most difficulty with my website, surprisingly, because I thought that all the technology and software was going to be difficult, but it really wasn't. And I used iMovie, and iMovie, there's a lot of things you can do that I didn't even know you could do. YouTube, I YouTubed so many videos to like figure out how to do these different techniques that I wanted to do, like the layering. And it's actually really cool how many things you can do on these like softwares and stuff, because I had no idea half the things you could use. And also, it's so weird because you have to like click something to, I don't know, like there's so many like little tiny things that like if you like, thank God for YouTube, because I would have no idea how to do so much stuff. So my products that I created, I would distribute them on social media sites and on YouTube, like on the band's Twitter, on Facebook. It's really easy to get people to see all that stuff and promote on there. And on YouTube, I know a lot of kids in our generation and above, they use YouTube often. And when I know, like, at least like on the video I made for the band, it would go on YouTube. And I know that on YouTube you can like add links to the images that are being like shown on the screen, and I could like, when I would do that at the end of my music video, it would have the link to like the SoundCloud and the Spotify and stuff, and like since so many people use YouTube and stuff, it's really easy for them to just like click on a link and then get there. Like, it's really cool. Also, one of the places that I would put the Digipack, the CD and stuff, would be in like, I guess it would originally start online on the, eventually when the website got bigger is when it would go on at, I would give them out at their shows as well. That's where they would originally be sold, and then eventually when they get bigger and stuff and they have a big fan base and people are wanting more merch and wanting to listen to these things, that's when it would go on to the website and eventually be distributed through there. But for now, because they are such a small band, it doesn't really make sense for them to have all these, like, they're not going to be selling them as much as they want to yet. So, a couple things I'd also like to talk about is how my products, like my Digipack, I really like it. Like, at first I was really nervous about what I wanted to do. Like, I've never made a Digipack before, like, or any of that. I created it on Pages, actually. My teacher recommended us to do it on Pages because it would be easy and just like split the page in half, and it worked really well. I really enjoyed working with Pages too. It was very simple and to the point as well. And I was really happy with how my product like turned out. I'm in love with my front cover, my back page, and my back page. Like, honestly, like my back page, I was like so excited. I feel like it looks so real and good. Like, I love it. But all the stuff I wanted to incorporate, the biggest thing for me that I wanted to do was get all the like intense like feelings that the band has for their music when they're playing. That's like really a big thing. Like, they're very passionate about it, and I wanted everyone to feel that passion. And I really think that all the images that I used in all my products really capture that. I know that in one of the websites that I saw, that for one of the bands that I was like reading up on and like doing research on for my genre, they use like really big like they use like really passionate pictures. So that was like something that I thought was like a really big thing, because obviously they're very passionate about their music. They love it. Like, they're so deep and stuff when it comes to it. So that was something very important to use. And I know that like my band, at least for my band and all the bands that I saw, they all have like really chill looks and stuff, like their hair, and like they play the guitar. They're just like really laid back people, so I definitely wanted to incorporate that into their too, and like their look. And you can really get like an idea from it through all of the images and stuff that I used, like especially on the Digipack when I used a lot of like darker images and like the random colors of like blue and stuff. I thought that was really cool. I also used blues when it came to like that on my website, so whenever you like hover over things, it has like the blue, so it goes well and like makes sense. So whenever I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, I definitely talked to the band a lot, because obviously I want them to be able to use my products that I created for them for the future, not just like for my benefit, but for theirs as well. So I'd always like try to get their input, like, oh, like how do you guys like about this and that, and they pretty much like let me do what I wanted to do. They weren't like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, even though it was my project, like I really wanted them to be happy with it. So I always asked them for their opinion, which I really was happy that they are as happy as I am with how everything came out. I know in the beginning it's so funny, in the beginning I was so worried that I was going to be able to get photos of them at a gig and like get shots of them at their gigs because of the time span, but everything ended up working out, and I'm really happy about that. All my problems that I had ended up being able to get fixed. Like, not, they just like happened to fix it. It wasn't like I wasn't trying to find the solutions, just came to me. Like, everything just ended up working out at the end, and I'm really happy about it and my overall product. And I hope everyone else likes it. I definitely think from last year to this year, my final products definitely look more, they've definitely gradually have gotten better. I know last year I was a very confused child, and after my product was done, I wasn't happy with it. I didn't really understand all the softwares and technologies and more I could do with them last year, but this year I definitely put in more research and time into everything that I was doing. I know last year I tried to do a lot of things and didn't really have like reasons why. I was just like looking through books and different magazines for my AS level, and this year I definitely took more time into looking up my research and having reasons behind everything, which last year I didn't wasn't as strong for me. And I think that really shows in my products and my understanding of the band and how they want to be perceived as, and really getting that across to their audience, as opposed to last year. Even like the ways I like chose my pictures and stuff like was not as good as this year. And I'm just really all overall happy with my product and how I used my time and how I understood my band and all of that across. Yeah. Bye.